So I want to be really clear before I do this. This poem includes graphic, explicit depictions of suicidal ideation. I wrote it in a psych ward. I did that in 2019, so you're not obligated to like check up on me afterwards. Cool. But I was in there because I was having a lot of these thoughts. I'm not just like trying to be angsty about it, but I think you need a fair warning. There's no shame in saying it out. I need to vent this and speak my truth, but you don't need to listen to it. So if you're not in a good headspace right now, you might want to just step out for just this one.
Nah, you got this, Ben.
Go in.
All right. Okay, I warned you. So if you're still here, that's. This poem is called "Worthless" because it's art. Give me a diamond-tipped bullet, be extravagant. Lick some lead paint off a rim brand. Get a gold-plated toaster, throw right in the tub. Exotic poison blowfish, I'll give them all a hug. Got a pure platinum blade to cut out my heart. I know that this is dark, but it's only just the start. Private jet, fly high, to then fall free. I'll drop a mill on drugs just to OD. By now, I'm sure that you can see any investment would be wasted on me. I'm a suicidal junkie, and that's all I'll ever be. Now, I've always been like this, there was no before. Even in my youth, I thought that living was a chore, so I dream about my end with plenty of gore, and those thoughts never stopped. There were always more. Wars, famine, hate, and plague, they always get me down, and they never fade. Murder, rape, cruelty, and blight, I can never block out the sounds or the sight. It's pressure on my brain, and now it's gotten too tight. There are snakes in my mind that are all trained to bite. I don't have the energy to put up a fight. I'll escape instead, since I can't make things right. I'm in a dark place and I'm turning off my lights. If you believe in gods, that's why this is how they smite. I'm here to represent Generation Lab Rat. Prescription pad reads a little of this, a little of that. Antidepressants from childhood to the present. No idea, long-term use might make those irrelevant. Mental health pros have tried therapy, but all of you know it's all placebo to me. And I have no faith, so nothing works. I have no job, I have no perks. I wrote this shit in a mental health facility, a privilege. They charge quite a pretty penny. Not to get political, but fuck that shit. It makes my unemployed ass want to quit. As long as I've found myself in this skin, no matter how I invested, I never could win. I'm a suicidal junkie, and that's all I've ever been. I tried drugs to stop those thoughts about wanting to die. Said if I had nothing else, I'd just live for the high. But in the long term, that life is a lie. Eventually your wallet will get dry. And over time from drugs, your brain will fry. And suicide into your mind can pry. Plus doctors always tell me, give up the dope. But I won't stick around here only to mope. When I know that my future is devoid of any hope. So I'll hang myself up with a little bit of rope. Short drop from the top and then a quick stop. Little bit of mess, just some blood to mop up. No, the drugs don't help like I want them to. Don't know why I even try, I'm just some fucking fool. Hope the rope snaps my neck, it's a simple tool. Or tries to be vegetative, someone clean my drool. I wish I was more goofy, a veritable clown. I want to cause smiles, not make people frown. I wish I could uplift and not just bring down, but it burns deep inside of me, I hurt all the time. Comedic verses escape my mind. When I laugh, I cannot rhyme. So forgive me, please, for being a depressive. Hope you all got vaccines, because I don't want to give any of you what I've got. This contagion most foul, it'll eat you from the inside, permanent scowl. If you ever see me smile, just know that I'm faking. If you can't tell that I'm anxious, just look at how I'm shaking. You're all hostage witnesses to my sanity breaking, predetermined suicide, big plans in the making, and I know why I'm always stuck in this jam. None of my investments ever meant a damn. I'm a suicidal junkie, and that's all that I am. Maybe it gets better. Maybe over time they say, it's not so bad, maybe I just whine. I've been promised quite a lot about this mythic future time where all my pain subsided and all my verses rhyme. I could turn it all around, I could climb out of this hole, take it step by step towards some happier goal. Gotta clean up my act, wait. No, just my pee, otherwise who will care about my graduate degree? That's a joke. I know that for me things will never change. I may be suicidal, but I'm surely not deranged. No, I know fact from fiction, from folly and lie, and in the end, I know how I die. They say the future's bright, but my outlook is bleak. I only feel withdrawals, I no longer peak. Inside my head they're screaming, yet I can rarely speak. They say I can be strong, but I know that I'm weak. The time of those who cared, better spend elsewhere, at work or at home, even just on their phone, yelling at a robot to leave them alone. Stop telling me that all will be okay down the road. It won't be, because I'm driving and I swerve when I load up. Bullets in the gun that I bought to take my life. I can cook, but I don't trust my skills with a knife. So I won't cut my wrists and I won't cut my throat. But I'll wear concrete shoes when I jump off the boat. Water's filling my mouth now, I'm starting to drown. No, that's blood, and it keeps flowing down from the hole in my head, from the front and the back. Do you get the gist yet? I'm a fucking maniac. By now, I'm sure that all of y'all can see any investment would be wasted on me. I'm a suicidal junkie, and that's all I'll ever be. I'm a suicidal junkie, and that's all I'll ever be. And let me warn you real quick, if you want to snap, you probably shouldn't do that, because I won't come back. Don't implicate yourself with a round of applause. In the current context, that's probable cause. The charge is negligent endangerment of a sick mind. Reflect for just a moment. You can easily find that you never should encourage any thoughts like these, so stay shut the fuck up. I am begging y'all, please. Instead, I have one wish, and I hope you can oblige. A moment of silence for the victims of suicide. Thanks.
Yeah.